Welcome to the bottom of the rabbit hole. Salute to all the Matrix University subscribers tuning in. You are appreciated. In this video, we are going to discuss the Matrix comic Farewell Performance. Of course, that means there will be spoilers. And if this is your first time down here, or you want to know everything about the Matrix universe, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you do not miss out on any future Yellow Pilled content. The story for Farewell Performance was created by Jim Krueger, a former Marvel comic creative director who has since created his own comic book publishing company, 26 Soldiers. Outside of the Matrix franchise, he's worked on Star Wars, Avengers, and X-Men. Jim also won an Eisner Award for DC Comics Justice. The art was done by Tim Sale, who also won an Eisner Award for his work on Batman The Long Halloween, Batman Dark Victory, Superman for All Seasons, and Devil's Advocate. The color was done by Jason Keith, who was also the main colorist for Burly Man Entertainment's Doc Frankenstein, another Wachowski collaboration. The story opens in the middle of a stage performance by Bigsby, a submerged and chained illusionist, while an unnamed psychology student writes on a notepad. What is it about an escape artist that so enthralls people, like he is able to do something the rest of us can't? But then, the question remains, why don't we feel free? The psychology student continues to write intensely in the notepad. On stage, the illusionist escapes his chains and begins to exit the stage. While crossing the stage, he stops and stares at two agents situated in the back. Bigsby then exits the building entirely. You'll also notice that the exit signs appear multiple times in this comic. Later that same day, the student catches up to Bigsby, eager to tell him about the psych paper he's writing. However, the illusionist stares past him at two agents. Without hesitating, he takes off sprinting with the agents behind him. The student chases after the agents, excited about adding this to his psych paper. While in pursuit, the student says, maybe he's an obsessive compulsive, and everything is something to escape. With the student in close pursuit, Bigsby and the agents turn a corner. As the student turns the same corner, he is met by a sudden concrete wall. Confused about the abrupt ending to the chase, he walks past a cigarette advertisement. Dream sticks, taste the freedom, are printed on the advertisement with the image of a lady holding a cigarette. The next night, the student is again backstage with Bigsby. As Bigsby is getting ready, the student asks him about the agents, wondering if the illusionist is having problems with the IRS to explain why the agents are chasing him. Bigsby sarcastically replies that he is in the red by bucketfuls. The student continues, I'm doing a paper for my Psych 101 class on why people don't feel free. Bigsby then turns to the student, finally giving him his undivided attention. Why do you think that people don't feel free? Bigsby asks. The student answers, this will sound dumb, but I think it's because despite what we're told, we're really not. The student describes the cigarette ad he saw the previous day, remarking that the advertisement said feel free, but really it's addictive. Bigsby asks the student, you want to know how I do what I do? And hands him a card that says, Bigsby the Incredible Liberationist for Hire. Bigsby later says, but if the locks and chains are an illusion, then so is the freedom. Bigsby then takes this time to mention the Matrix and asks the student if he's heard the name Morpheus. The student asks if Morpheus is a fellow illusionist. Bigsby answers that no, he's not a performer. The comic then cuts to the beginning of the show, showing the agents next to an exit sign. Bigsby is chained and being lowered into the tank of water. The student is also in the audience, and all of a sudden the crowd is on their feet and shouting. Bigsby had disappeared. The agents are on stage, guns drawn, staring at the empty tank. The agents take the student in custody and ask him questions. The student answers truthfully, telling the agents everything. They let him go after 2 hours. Outside, the student looks at the card that Bigsby gave him. It now says, "The Matrix has you," on top of the original message. The comic ends with the student saying, "What is the Matrix? Morpheus will know." So even though we don't directly know how Bigsby knew of Morpheus, what is clear is that Bigsby was both aware of the Matrix and knew how to manipulate it enough to execute his disappearing acts. Do you think the student ever found Morpheus? You can let me know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to show off your Matrix fandom by ordering custom merch from our Teespring shop. If you appreciate this kind of Yellow Pilled content, be sure to share it on other platforms like Facebook, Reddit, Twitter. And remember, as one realizes that one is a dream figure in another person's dream, that is self-awareness.